Is my screen is visible? Confirm me. Would ask the question, please confirm me, is my screen is visible or not? Okay. So now, if I want to clone one thing, okay, if I want to clone anything, how you can clone? I'm just telling you an easy way how you can clone your, you can say GitHub repositories. Easy way to clone. Very easy way. Okay. So now what you can do? First, choose the repository which you want to clone. Send me the link of any repository which you want to clone. Okay. If I take from my side git clone, and then if I took the any repository from GitHub, suppose I take the repository of bus app, suppose any bus app is there. Let's see, all GitHub I am searching. There I have one bus app, suppose live event bus, suppose it's some sort of thing. How I will just clone it? Very easy. I will just code this is, I will copy that link. I will go to my terminal, git clone, click on that link. I will just paste that. Okay, I will just paste that. Git clone, and I will paste that link.
Bro, there is a unwanted syntax is there. Can I?
Yeah. This I just got that. So I will do git clone. I will just remove it, and again I will just copy. Here also it is a return.
For learnings, you can use Git Bash. Once you learned good about GitHub and Git, you can use GitHub Desktop, which is which really efficient to use and time saver. Yeah, I prefer to use GitHub Desktop.
I just require that link now for working with it.
Yeah.
Now you will see that is cloning.
That's it.
This is the basic operation of cloning, how you can perform. Now
Yeah,
if you
you
go to
can.
the
Now
folder,
you can
you will
make
see
changes
this.
over the project.
Yeah, this you can see. So like this you can do cloning stuff. Now any question you are having? Any other question? You can feel free to ask. By the end of the session, I am sharing the resources with the mention we will share with you, or I will just give me the links down below in that chat section.
Hey guys, let us start. Like, anybody have participated in hackathons? Like, I want the people to understand my session very well. Okay, yeah, Hashivardhan is there, and anybody? Yeah, good. And amazing. I feel good. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So now my session is going to be in completely a software development and production stuffs using Git and GitHub, which is really impressive right now because GitHub have a lot of products to introduce. I will go with my slides, so I will show how many products is there and how you can use GitHub efficiently to complete your build your complete product and post it in a production, right? So we have everything. Okay, Git and GitHub, we can put it a code. Okay, so right now we have a lot of features from GitHub. They have launched a complete DevOps tools. Okay, you can do complete DevOps. How many people know CI/CD? DevOps and CI/CD. Is there anybody know DevOps and CI/CD? So I can clear with that. Folks, just be feel free to answer my questions, because we have some interaction, then we can go for it. So it could be good to go. If anybody heard about DevOps and CI/CD pipelines, Hashavardhan, okay. First, I will clear about what's actually DevOps is. DevOps is nothing but it's not a tool, it's not a platform, it's just a methodology to have a application without breakdown. Okay, so we have some sort of things to automate our production. So like, how many of them know production is nothing but, for example, assume that you're near shop making a chips. They on ways in the production, they produce and they pack and they supply to the shops. The same thing will happen in software development also, but here we have a lot of procedures, right? So once the idea has been created, so for example, we are creating application to for what for application to management application. Just think this. So I got a idea from my university, so I am just planned for the idea. So right now the GitHub have an option of GitHub code space. If anybody interested to visit GitHub code space, it's really amazing, cool stuff. You can spin a container with VS Code within just a few seconds, and then you can start your development environment through those. You have around like 60 to 90 hours of time for a month, so you can use those time, and you can open. It's just a cloud environment. Okay, you can use the cloud environment to develop. Okay, you don't want a good laptop or a good processor to run and scale your application. You just need a GitHub account, and with a Pentium laptop you can spin a container and you can start your development. That's simple how GitHub code space works. Okay, so in the build stage you can put a repository and just go with that. So once done, you need to build your application, right? You have some set of things and you need to build applications. And how many of them knows Docker? Anybody knows Docker? Anyone? Yeah, Docker. Hashavardhan, is anybody? Yeah, Docker is nothing but a container. Okay, why we need a container? We have a virtual machines, right, to run something right? So what's container actually solves in the sense, you have an application, right? Like, how many of them I think students have been worked in JavaScript, Node.js. Anybody worked in React? People can raise their hands. Is anybody else? Students? Yeah, okay. Yeah, the same thing, which for a software development, you are working for a particular hackathon. You just think you need to create some application, right? So you need some dependencies to run your applications. So for example, right now I'm collaborating with my colleagues to work in GitHub. Okay, so I'm using a particular version of a node application, which is node application. I created a node back with Express.js. So like, I have some set of versions. Okay, so the same thing which I am telling to Hashavardhan to make a setup over his system. So if he tried to make that, he got some dependencies error. Okay, which when I got into development, I download some other versions of dependencies, and he got some of dependencies, and somehow the application will damage, right? So this thing the Docker actually solves. Okay, Docker just makes a containerize your application. Just put it on a bag, just put it on a container. Just put it on your dependencies and everything in a container, and just container I just give to Hashavardhan to open the container. Hashavardhan actually fix those. Okay, the container is like a virtual machine. It runs on a machine. Okay, it don't want any operating system to run, and so on so far. You can run a container with minimum storage and minimum RAM, and like everything has been compressed. Okay, if you taken a virtual machine to run your application, you just imagine like how much, like everyone knows virtual machine, right? You need to spin a virtual machine, and you need to download dependencies, and you can make a development with that, right? So for the same thing, you can use a container. Okay, you can spin up a container through a cloud provider. Okay, you can get Azure or AWS, so on and so forth, you can containerize your application using Docker, and you can put it on a Docker hub, and which from Docker hub the Ashavardhan can take the application and start developing. Okay, the simple thing, there is no change in the dependencies. Okay, what the versions of the release I am using, the same versions of the release can use my colleague also. So there is no waste of time. He want to set up his environment, it took like 1.5 hour, 1.5 hour, right? So this time will be reduced using Docker. So that's what Docker and Docker container. Is there anybody any doubt in this Docker and Docker container? You can raise your hands. Like anybody, if my point is correct, right? You can understand, right? Or else I'm moving speed, or you can just mention it. People, be free. That's what we want from you. Okay, I'm going into the stuffs. Okay, so we have in DevOps, we have a set of stages. Okay, CI/CD, continuous integration and continuous deployment. Okay, you have your local environment, you need to integrate with your cloud environment or your automation environment. Okay, which is like GitHub Actions. Okay, so this is continuous integration. So you have integration with your deployment provider. Okay, or who is a cloud provider or a hosting provider, or so on and so forth. Okay, and the same thing, you need to continuous deployment. When I made a changes in my local environment, which is in my local machine. Okay, I made some changes, I will show that soon. If I made some changes, it will automatically deploy. Okay, I want to see in a deployment. Okay, if I made changes to my website, it actually want to reflect on my deployment. Okay, which in production. Okay, the same link which I shared to you, you can see the what are the changes which I made in my local environment within a few seconds. That's what continuous integration and continuous deployment works. Okay, we use for a continuous integration, there is traditionally the peoples are using Jenkins. Okay, right now we have a GitHub Actions. GitHub Actions is potential, you can imagine that. Okay, I will show about what GitHub Actions is, because this session is completely about GitHub Actions. And what I think means, when I'm starting this, if I rush through this, people, I don't know, everyone knows GitHub Action and GitHub and so on so far. So that we just, I told Ashavardhan to prepare a basics, and we can move for a GitHub Actions. Okay, this is simple. Okay, this is simple, but it has a lot of potentials to run. Okay, so GitHub Action is nothing but automation tool. Okay, you can automate. Okay, you can automate your production, automation production. Okay, if you are in production wasting your time, there will be a shortage of your product, right? So it's good to automate your production pipelines. Okay, so there is a lot of categories. Okay, when you are doing your static application, it's different. When you are doing a full stack application, it's different. When you are testing your application, it's different. Here, okay, here you can build. Okay, in GitHub Action using, you can build your code, you can spin up a environment, you can spin up a operating system, you can run a dependencies, you can when trigger upon, you can again scan code. Okay, this completely automate it's completely automate a workflow, and you can do this all through this GitHub Actions. Okay, GitHub Action is nothing but, how many of them know YAML files? If anybody knows YAML files, here you can raise your hands. Anybody worked on YAML files? I will show that soon. Is anybody? No. Okay, so okay, so we have a few of a components here. Okay, I will show it practically. First we go with what is GitHub Action actually is. Okay, so here we have a GitHub component. Okay, GitHub Action component. Okay, this actually how works means, we called it as a workflow. Okay, this workflow is, we saved it as YAML files, okay, YAML files. Okay, which we have saved in the directory of .github/workflows. Okay, we call this complete action of building, testing and scanning and deployment and integration, we called it as workflow. Okay, we write the workflow using YAML files. This YAML files is nothing but look like a JSON file. Okay, it's look like a JSON files, but it's like it will run a particular it will run a particular steps or runners or jobs when an event triggered. Okay, Event is nothing but if you have a full stack application, some of the user using an event is triggered, okay, you need to run a sum of action script, it will automatically run. So that's why we use a YAML files in a production, okay. In production we need to automate everything, okay. Once the user done, it automatically update to our backend and automatically update to our front end. It will automatically in deployment, okay. So that's potential is how look like GitHub Actions is. So in GitHub you can completely do everything. You can release your project, you can you can do CI/CD pipelines, you can do secret scanning, secret code, everything is GitHub is so and so far is good, okay, good to use, okay. So I will come to steps, okay. People, yeah, the event is nothing but a specific activity of a repository triggered by a workflow runner, okay. For example, I'm just moving to the real code, okay. Here I just deployed my React app using Vercel, okay. I just created one of the React app. So I need to take the file. So I'm just taking the stuffs. So here I am committing my git commit -m. So I made some changes over here so that I'm just committing my code. There is a issue, I think. 1 minute. I will try to take my local path. So 1 minute, I will do some deployment works there itself. So I created a simple productive app using React, okay. This is a static app. I didn't deploy any backend. I have yeah, 1 minute. So I will do changes, somehow changes here. Okay. So I'm just committing, okay. I'm just committing through GitHub itself, so we can see what is happening here. So you can see, guys, you can see, right here I have made some changes. It automatically comes under workflow, okay. I had declared a code QL, okay, which is scanning of your application, okay. This makes scan of your application. Is there any vulnerabilities? or is there any issues in your code, it will scans. Okay, this YAML files, in the one thing which we have seen in GitHub, right, it's in YAML file we have everything pre-written here. Okay, so you can see that, okay, which I made right now, it automatically started to update my stuff. It's actually scanning, okay, analyzing my JavaScript. Okay, React is completed in JavaScript, you know, right? So it was making analyze, and yeah, we can see it on a verse sales also. I just deployed over there. So we have here, let me check that. Yes, there is error, I think. So guys, this is how this things works, and I will go with simple things. Okay, I don't know whether you are understanding or not. Okay, I'm just go with simple stuffs. We will write a YAML file from the scratch. Okay, so we'll create a repository. GitHub workflow. So it will be in a public repository. I will share you the link that you can make the changes over here, and I'm just initting a readme file. I just made a commit over here. So that's how simple, right? So right now I'm spinning up a code space. Okay, this code space spins a container and reach me a VS Code for me through the online. Okay, you can use it through online. You can collaborate through VS Code and work together. Okay, that's what is made by this stuff. Okay, they have released recently. Guys, can you able to see my screen, right?
Yes, Meshuram, I can able to see.
So now I created a file for me. Okay, just txt file. So I'm just committing this, and you can see this over here. Okay, so this is the file basically I committed over here. So right now I am creating a YAML file. Okay, this YAML files completely needs to get a path. Okay, this path is to be must to run our YAMLs. Okay, we are just testing YAML is working or not. Okay, the action is working or not. So here we can see that, I think, yeah, this is so important when you are creating your application. .github/workflow. So we are creating a folder here. Okay, I will remove this once more. I made small mistake here. So now I need to create not here, and to add a file folder which named as GitHub. Yeah, now it's created. Right now I'm creating a file called workflow, which is here mentioned, right? Yeah, workflows. I'll just rename this. So guys, this is a productive app which I taken from this app. So guys, you can see right here. So how this work, okay? We have the folder called .github and /workflows, okay? In this folder we have our pipeline YAML file, okay? This pipeline YAML file will make some work, okay? Where is this? There is an issue, I think. I'm just creating main.yml files, okay? This is actually YAML file, okay? So here I written something called a basic demo for YAML files, okay? I just written few tasks to run here. I'm just copying this. I'm just copying and put on my code, okay? I'm just putting here. So right now I'm going to explain this how actually it works, okay? So I already told the actions is a particular task. When we run our application, the event occurs, okay? When the event occurs or triggered by a backend service or something, it will automatically trigger and runs a particular job, okay? Job is nothing but job has a multiple run times, okay? It has multiple run script to run it, okay? So here you can look it, right? So I'm just declaring this name as GitHub Actions demo. It will automatically show in our GitHub Actions, which is I have written a YAML file for a GitHub Action demo. So event is nothing but here we are using as a on, okay? You can see the code, right? So this is the event, okay? When event is nothing when I push my code from local environment to a particular repository, it acts as a push, right? I didn't mention any branch or a directory. If you are interested to mention any particular branch or a particular stuff, you can also mention over there itself. So once done, okay, so this is the stage. On is the event, okay? When push comes into the repository, it will automatically run the jobs, okay? The job is nothing but the particular task we need to run it when some pushes occur, okay? So we run a job. So we just first we runs on, okay? We need a particular virtual machine or a container which running behind our GitHub Action. So we need to look around it, okay? So from GitHub they are actually offering three type of things. The first one is Windows, and second one is Linux, Ubuntu, and third one is Mac. They are providing this complete things to our environment, okay? I don't know where it's. So once we mentioned, okay, we here I have mentioned, okay, runs on a Ubuntu latest, okay? Latest just calls a latest version of a Ubuntu, okay, which is runs a virtual machine behind our workflow, okay, behind our workflow to run our runners. So okay, we can go and see how this works, okay? So I just committing this all to git commit YAML files. So it's committed. So I'm just right now I need to push git push main. Okay, I'm just pushing to this main branch. So there is a error, I think. Guys, till this any doubt? Okay, I'm just rapidly going through everything. Is there any doubt? right? Okay, so basically the code will be generated. I think we can go and see it right now. Till now there is no commit happened. So no issues, we can run this YAML file over there itself. So this is the file which I have created, I think. So I'm setting my own workflow. So I'm just pasting so this task, okay. So I'm just committing this demo YAML. So I'm just committing this to my main branch. Yeah, you can see it, right? It's been created, right? GitHub workflow.github workflows, okay. So we can go and see the actions, what actually doing here. Yeah, it's triggered. What are the names we given is showing here, right? GitHub Actions demo. So it's actually deployed, okay. So now we can see what are the tasks it actually runs, okay. This is a job. This simulates, okay. This is a simulation where we can get from this, and you can see this setups, okay. So what are the things actually has been run, okay. This actually set up a job, operating system, and runs a image, and get a permission from GitHub token, okay. And actually it runs a just echo, okay. Echo is just printing out, right? It's just sample. So we did this. So I need to talk about GitHub marketplace for YAML files, okay. So here we have a marketplace for YAML files. So this is the most important thing which I need to cover, I think, for this session. So the YAML file, right now you don't want to return any YAML file, okay. For a large production, for large application, you need to declare a particular stuffs or a particular actions for a particular YAML to run a task. You need to declare it. You can do it on your own. And predefined, we have for everything, mostly everything we have predefined, okay. So you can set up an environment with Next.js. You can set up an environment with .NET application. You can set up an environment Go application. You can set up a Java JDK environment, okay. So more or less you can get everything by here, okay. I will show for a few examples how GitHub Actions works with Azure. How many of them know Azure? Okay, Azure is a cloud provider. It's the most famous cloud provider. I think internet is slow. So here I have. So this is my organization website, which I have deployed using static web apps in Azure. Is the service, is the resources which helps to host our static applications through. What's actually happening? I think internet is slow. Ashavadhan, I'm audible, right?
Yeah. You are audible. How many of you guys knows about cloud computing here? Okay, so cloud computing is nothing but it is just like creating a local environment which you do on your system on a cloud or on internet. So there are many companies which provide these services, and from one of it is Azure, which is backed by Microsoft. Like Google has this cloud drive, like there they have that Azure. But Azure is not a drive, it's a complete integrated platform for hosting your application you're creating an application, for working with the application, it's a complete, you can say, environment online. You can do the cloud operations there as well. Like there is the cloud, like AWS, Amazon AWS. Like this, there is one more feature of Microsoft, which is Azure. Just like AWS, there is Azure. I think I'm clear now. Now you guys understood about all of that stuff.
Harshvardhan, can you able to share your screen like 1 minute? I will share you the link. Okay.
Sure, sure.
My network is really slow.
Yeah. Wait 2 minutes. Wait 2 minutes. Wait 2
Yeah,
minutes.
yeah. So guys, you can see here, right? I think this is visible, right? So I just updated my app.js. So the code QL actually runs a particular runners to check this code is perfectly or not. Okay, this actually runs a particular task. For example, if you are declaring a node application, I think my network is back, right? Yeah, okay, bro, my network is back. So this is which I needed this YAML file to run my static web app using this repository. So this is auto generated, so you can generate every single not every single, mostly you can generate for all the resources in cloud. They have right now, they have options for Azure and AWS, and till now I don't know whether about GCP. Right now they have support for Azure. Okay, most of the Azure products, they have support with their YAML files. So there is a name which is I have declared for my static application. This static application, you can also visit it. I will just share you the link. Okay, yeah, so this is the link. So I will share here. You can just check out this application. It's right now on production. So we can see about the YAML file. Okay, so we are creating a name called static web apps CICD. Okay, so we create an event called on. Okay, when we push a branch, okay, when we push to the branch, okay, we are declaring push. Okay, push or a pull request, or branches. These three are the major things when it's appear. So I just created a branch main. Okay, this is the main branch. Okay, I can work with this main branch. I can if the code is good, I will match to this main branch. And once it's done, you can automatically it will move for a jobs. Okay, the job to run the code to the static web app in Azure. Okay, so here I have a pull request types. Okay, opened, synchronized, and reopened, close. This is a little bit deep concept. We just showed, right, synchronizing our code from Harshvardhan repository to my repository. The same thing will happen here. And we have runner jobs. Okay, jobs is nothing but I just told, right, particular runners. Okay, it runs a steps, a group of statements, it group of works. Okay, so we are running a job called build and deploy a job. Okay, we are running a build and deploy. So when our code is ready, we need to build, right? So for the most of the Java application and Java students, I think, so we need to build our code. So we are building the code. So for the same thing, we are calling from the GitHub events.name push. When push occurs, we need to build a code. Okay, so which actually we runs on a machine. Okay, this machine called Ubuntu latest. There is a machine for Windows and there is a machine for a Mac also. So mostly we are mostly for everything we are using Ubuntu. Okay, which is a Linux machine. Okay, so we are naming this job as called build and deploy. Okay, again we are naming. So I will show the workflow through a diagram which is generated by GitHub Actions. So here we have some steps. Okay, we are first checkouting. Okay, checkout is a major process for a repository. This is most important for a repository when we initiated and started our workflow through YAML. So we use a steps called action.checkout v2. This is a predefined repository which a group of people created this code and put it on open source, and we are calling this ID and users. Okay, we are declaring this users as a Azure static web app. Okay, here we are doing this, right? So we are declaring at v1. Okay, this stages. Okay, v2, v1, this is our a checking process. Okay, with now we need to authenticate our, right, we need to authenticate we are a real user for a particular Azure subscription. So we are doing with that using Azure static web app API token. This is a token which mostly plays important role in GitHub. We have a GitHub secrets, okay, which has for example, you are creating a MongoDB for a backend using Node.js and Express, so that we have you got some keys, right, separate secret keys you need to deploy in your code itself. So when we are using GitHub, there is no use of that. You can use directly your secrets into secret code. This has a particular encrypted version, so automatically it calls the a group to here. So this action makes upload. Okay, so that's completed. We are built and deployed it. Okay, so this is the simple thing. Okay, this is enough. Okay, till that this code is completed. Oh, we are creating when a event occur, we are running a group of jobs. We are running on a Ubuntu latest, and we are giving the authentication keys and authentication secrets from Azure to our repo token. Okay, so this is a simple thing which runs a group of task flow. Okay, and I will show other group of things. Okay, so this is the action here for this application. Okay, so I will show some changes over here also. Okay, so I have two different deployment, one deployed in Azure static web apps and another one deployed through using Netlify is a famous web hosting for a static applications. For a static form we use Netlify and Versailles, and GitHub pages also is there. And yeah, you can see this, there is a lot of changes I done through this. You can see this, right? There is a lot of things I have made, around like 100 pushes to my repository. So this repository tracks everything, what are the changes I made. It makes two deployments. Okay, I have two different environment, which is static, which is Azure static web app CI/CD pipeline, and I have another pages deployed. Okay, this is deployed through Netlify. Okay, so right now I just show when I made a push, how this works actually. I will show this. I will select the path first. Harshvardhan, am I audible, right?
Yeah, you are audible.
Is there any doubt with students? You can just go.
You are feel to ask. If you have any sort of doubt, you are feel to ask. We
Guys,
are there for you.
Folks, I'm feeling bad because I'm just rushing up with my content and there is no doubts from you. If is there any doubt, we can go with that. Okay. Yeah, we can now. The status of our session is, I have completed what is GitHub Actions and how you can implement CI/CD automation using GitHub products. There is a complete product. You can run your you can build application, you can run it on a using CI/CD, using GitHub itself completely. So right now I showed up the YAML files, how YAML files work with GitHub Actions, how it runs a jobs, when an event triggered, when an event makes a push, or everything I just shown up you guys. And if there is any doubt in the those things, you can just ask me. And you can also go and visit a marketplace. I will share you the entire resources to you to check out the every single process which we have been going in. So is there any doubt? I'm here. If you have any doubt, means I'm ready to clear it. Okay, there is no doubt. I think we can go over. So this is the application. I will first select the repository. I need to select the folder. I don't know whether so this is the repository, I think. So I just call this folder here. So this is a normal static application. We do use index.html and CSS and vanilla JavaScript to deploy this application. I can show the React application also, but right now I don't have a Azure subscription, so only I'm just showing this. So here we have our application, right? This is, I think, index. Okay, so from index I need to make some changes, right? Okay, here is a community tech, right? I'm just changing into CIT folks learning about, okay, it's enough. I think it will closely go out and do something other things. Yeah, I will call the path. If I do with this GitHub VS Code, it took some time. Okay, I don't know what's the problem with that. I'm just feeling that. So I will took the repository from here. This is right. I will took this repository. Yeah, what are the changes I made? Yeah, it was updated. So I'm just filling out. This is demo actions. So I'm just making a commit to main branch. I'm just pushing. We can protect our branches also. If there is any illegal code was trying to measure, we can protect our branch also. So there is a commit has happened. We need to look around our pipelines which we have deployed. Okay, we can go and see here. There is almost 80 commits. Okay, so you can see this, right? I just told you. Okay, I have a two different environment. One is Azure static web app, which is using cloud provider of Azure, and I have another line. This is deployed and using Netlify. So it automatically triggered. Okay, when I made a push to my code, when I made a changes to my code, it automatically detects and it started to make a workflow. Okay, which is running a particular task. Okay, I think mostly my Azure will drop out because my Azure subscription has been expired. So here you can see the diagram as well as everything has been given to you. You can see this diagram and you can took this everything. Yeah, there is a build is completed. Yeah, it's deployed. We can see it right now. So I'm just refreshing here. So you can see, right, dev CIT folks learning. So it's actually, this is called a CI/CD pipeline. Okay, when I made a changes in my local environment, it will automatically find a trigger and it automatically run a particular task or a particular workflow which we have written, which we have outcoded, and you can use a template from marketplace also. So it will automatically run the tasks. Okay, it will build a code and it will deploy a code, and you can automatically see what are the changes made. Guys, you are seeing, right? You can open your mobile and just use this link. Okay, this just my website link. You can go with this and open this website and you can see. Is there, like, guys, folks, you can just turn on your mic and say like you are seeing or not. You just put it on a message. Yes, like, yes, I need people attraction. I don't know whether people are listening or not. Are you seeing, right? Folks, other people's, just put a S on a in-call message box.
Guys, please interact with us so that we can understand what the doubts which are revolving in your mind and we can accordingly solve it.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, you can do it.
You can see, right? This is the thing GitHub Actions is. It has a lot of things in it. If I took a time, it will go upper. So I will show something how you can deploy your application in Heroku. And Heroku is a cloud provider. Okay, Heroku is famous for Node.js application deployment, and we have a Versailles and so on and so forth. I'll just show a few other examples in my repository which I made. And yeah, if you have any doubt also, you can ask me. Okay, so almost I have run 103 workflows. Okay, I have run. Okay, so this is for just a static application. If you are running a backend application with a backend Node.js and Express, and for example, we have a node application. Okay, which is a productive application which collects a nodes. Okay, So once the user given some data, it will automatically store a MongoDB and it automatically again triggered our repository. Okay, because we got a changes from a user, we need to make changes on a server side and client side. Okay, it will automatically reflects on our repository, which is reflected on our repository. It will automatically gonna be which is automatically gone through a GitHub Actions. So we can in GitHub Actions you can do testing, building, scanning, and deployments, and containerization, everything. You can run a different type of YAML files to do this. So here I'm going my repository. I'm just trying to show other things. Is there anything? Yeah, guys, I have created a feedback. Okay, this is the feedback which we are trying to get from the people. You can also contribute. It's just I will show you that how this works. Okay, so here I created YAML files. Also YAML files is there, right? No, I didn't create YAML files. So this is the simple thing, simple web app. I just deployed in Netlify. I just show you that. So this is the Netlify, which is a static application deployment platform. I use widely to test my applications, React and what else so far. So we need to check our applications. So I just want to see the sites. There is no. Yeah, here is there. So this is the website link. Okay, which I am trying to get a feedbacks of the peoples of our sessions. I'm actually running these sessions for a while. You can check out my YouTube channel also. I post about Git and GitHub, how to use in GitHub videos in Tamil itself. So this is the website link. You can clone this repository. I will share you the repository link. Okay. Yeah, feedback. I got like 21 folks, and a lot of folks have been given feedback to my session. And yeah, here I will share the link. You can just clone. Okay, you just clone this repository. I will tell just a static HTML page. So I will share the link, I think. Yeah, this is the link. So here I have just put it on a normal HTML file. Okay, this is visible to everyone. So there is a simple thing. Okay, you can just go and edit this file, add a HR, add a tag, add a HR tag, and make a line, horizontal line, and then put on your any social link and your name, and just open a paragraph tag and put up your feedback to me, and just make a pull request to me. I will just match this code, and you can see this through this link. Okay, feedback -dev.netlify.app. This is a subdomain which is given by a provider itself. Okay, guys, is there any doubt? I think I just cleared you everything. I just told about YAML files and how YAML file works, and how YAML file task will work, and how GitHub Actions works. Everything I think I mostly completed. Is there any doubt with you guys? Harshavardhan, you can also ask your.
So it was a really incredible session, Maheshwaram. If you guys have any doubt, I am telling you some sort of things. I'm just adding my links as well. So if you want to connect with me, if you want to explore some great stuffs, can I share my screen once?
Yeah, Harshavardhan, you can go ahead.
Okay. So I am just adding up a link in a chat. This is my site. You can go there, and I have just created some sort of ebooks on all the engineering stuffs like machine learning, Dart, Flutter. You can explore it. Like I am adding one link. I have added a link. You can go on here. I am just sharing my screen. No, I think my screen will be shared. Is it sharing? Okay. So this is my community site. You can go there. Here, I also host many events with Maheshwaram. I also host many events, so you can explore the events here. Right now, we are not hosting any event, so it is not mentioned over here. But as soon as you will host, it will be mentioned on our site. You can uh, fill this contact form so that we can communicate with you as well. There are many interesting blogs which you can explore on websites and different project management stuffs. How you can create the website, all sort of things we cover. We also have an epic book of collection which you can explore. Also, we work on some sort of courses, and the incredible thing is groups. There are many courses which we have created. This you can explore on my YouTube channel as well. There are groups. Like there are two groups right now, which is FG Community House and there's AI and ML group. You can also join on this site. We also update the notes part as well, so you can explore this in the site. I've just sent the link below in that chat section. This is my YouTube channel, Harshpreet, where we continuously upload videos on the stuffs like technology stuff. Like there's the latest video on Google AI, Chat GPT, which we have just uploaded. As in community part, we have also started the community part, and here you can see the playlist on different technologies like TOC, DBMS, machine learning, and roadmaps which we have recently started, AI competitive programming courses, and all which we have host continuously there. So you can also connect with me, and I'm also available on LinkedIn as well. So it was an incredible session, guys. We have met you. So you are a great crowd.
And guys, 1 minute. I want to share you one thing. So same thing.
Sure.
Actually, I'm trying to create a community for open source. Okay, we build and get for open source, and we get issues through this website. We are working to this website. Okay, and we are just migrating this website from normal vanilla JavaScript to React, so that we are in product. So we are in working stage. So this website will get you the issues of from the particular GitHub repositories, and the students can easily contribute that. So we are getting this to up. So we will update this everything in our Discord channel. So I will put it on my Discord link to you, so you can just join through this Discord, because we are going to come we are going to conclude with other communities as well, global communities, and so on and so forth. We have a plans, but we are internally working on. So if you connected with us through Discord, we can have a nice collaboration over there. If you have any doubt, you can pitch me over there itself. I will be there. I will be available, and I will mostly in Twitter and LinkedIn. If you have any doubts, you can also ping me over there. You just message me. I will be always available. I will reply to you guys. Thank you. This was a incredible session with Ashavardhan, and all you people are being passionate and wait until this for 2 hours. The thanks for your passion and enthusiasm, guys. Super amazing.
Lastly, I want to thank the entire team of CIT Coimbatore Institute of Technology for calling us to this platform, and also we feel very much gratitudely like we have just taken the session in front of all the enthusiastic minds over here. So I want to thank entire team of Coimbatore Institute of Technology for calling us, both of us. We really appreciate your work. Thank you. Thank you to all the participants.
My heartfelt thank to Maheshwar and Harshavardhan. It was a really informative and useful session. I hope the participants were get to know about GitHubs. It was clearly explained by you both. I thank all the participants for your patience. Once again, thank you both. Thank you for this webinar.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sharina. Thank you so much.
Okay, shall we wind up this session?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.